Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name's Michael A. Viteriti, and today's review is a special and unique one. Jungle Cruise. I watched yesterday evening in a movie theater this movie, and I highly advise you to go watch it in a movie theater as well, just because it's so much more spectacular being in front of a big screen now that you can actually go to the movie theater. There's so much beauty when they're doing this trip in nature that, in my opinion, in a small screen, you miss a bit of the beauty of the spectacular things that you see. So go watch the movie in the movie theater. As you know, the movie just came out right now by the ending of July worldwide. It is a movie that has been shot around 2018, and I remember that Dwayne Johnson, as he does a lot on Instagram, he was posting videos about Jungle Cruise, and I remember that he said, or he wrote that they wrapped up with the filming, but the movie would come out, I don't remember there if he said 2020, and then it's due to what's happening now, it has been postponed to 2021. But even then I thought, wow, a brand new cool looking movie. At 2 years or 3 years you have to wait, but finally we are here. So the movie, it is a big movie, it is a big production, obviously by Disney, directed by Jaume Collet-Serra. Screenplay and story, it's not only one person, but we have three screenwriters: Michael Green, Glenn Ficarra, John Requa, and the story is by John Norville, Josh Goldstein, Glenn Ficarra as well, and John Requa as well. So different screenwriters. The movie is based on the Disneyland attraction Jungle Cruise, which I'm going to tell you what I spotted in the movie. And it's produced by John Davis, John Fox, Beau Flynn, Dwayne Johnson, of course himself, Danny Garcia, Herman Garcia, of course it's starring again Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt, Edgar Ramirez, Jack Whitehall, Jesse Plemons, and Paul Giamatti. Cinematography is by Flavio Labiano. First of all, I must say, if you haven't seen the movie and you plan to see it, maybe just come back later to see the review, or just watch a few parts, but don't watch the entire review, but because I'm not gonna break it down darkly in detail, but I'm gonna give away some stuff, maybe a bit more that you saw in the trailer. So it's up to you to decide if watch it now or later. But anyway, what I want to say, it's really a beauty. You really get immersed into this world of Brazil, of the Amazon. You see a lot. Really, it's the vegetation, the nature. It is really stunning. And I've been myself in Brazil. I lived there actually as well, and I visited a couple of times. And it is really something stunning. It's incredible, and you get to see really this beauty on screen, the river, the animals, everything. And so if you don't watch it in a movie theater, in my opinion, you miss a bit the experience that you can really have instead of taking a trip there. So the movie starts pretty fast. It opens up with a great backstory. You get the exposition. You get to see what happened in the 16th century. The Spanish conquistadors went there. They were searching this tree with these magic petals that could cure any illness, injury that somebody had. They went there to the Amazon in Brazil, got in contact with tribal Indian people there who helped them, and ultimately healed them, because they remained so long in the jungle that they eventually got sick, and these tribal people helped them with this magic petal from this special and unique tree. So they got well again, and they asked for the petals, but didn't give this to them. And so they started to kill people there and to destroy the village as a curse. Because they did this, they would never really die, but they could never leave the river. So they have to remain always near the river, in the river, or near the river, by the side of the river. When they get too far away from the river, nature takes them back, but basically turns them into stone. And only something really unique can free them. And so what you see, this German prince goes there because he wants also to find the tree with these magic petals, and free these conquistadores from their stone appearance. And so actually these two parties get along together, they start to work together. The German prince, because he wants to win the war, which is happening, the First World War in Germany, and he wants, of course, for the power. So he gets together with the conquistadores from the 16th century. So on the other side we see Lily and her brother, which are scientists. She's a doctor, she's a woman, a doctor, and in this era feminism was not so strong, so seeing a woman who's a scientist, a doctor, wasn't actually so seen really well, but she does what she wants. And so she's embarking, she's stealing a point of an arrow, actually, or what it seems to be a point of an arrow, from a museum, and gets to South America to find also this tree, together with her brother. And so the adventure starts. That's actually all in the setup, Act 1. We have the backstory, what happened 400 years ago, and we see where all these people are located now and what's their mission, what they are gonna do. And we also see Frank, the skipper, who he is. We see that he's a skipper, he's actually broke, he doesn't have money, he has to pay the owner actually of the company he's working, or the man played by Paul Giamatti, who's, I would say, the boss for all the boats and manages everything. Gives him a new motor, but he has to pay for the motor, and he doesn't have money. So that's who he is. And Act 2 basically starts when Lily, her brother, go on the adventure with Frank on the river to get to the tree with these magic petals. You see that they go through different adventure and different conflicts, natural conflicts. They get caught by a tribe, which in the end turns out to be something funny, until they arrive at the point where the magic tree is. At the same time, of course, the German prince gets, you see here and there that he pops up, tries to hinder that they get at their destination, because it's a race. At the end, it's a race who's getting there first. What you see is that the German prince captures the brother of Lily and keeps him as an hostage. And so finally, both parties arrive at this place where the magic tree is, and they enter. And of course, there they find the magic trees, but again, there is this conflict then between Lily and Frank, the German prince, and on the other side, the conquistadores that are cursed. And that's taking place everything in the final act, and when they are all together there by the magic tree. I'm not gonna reveal you the ending, because you will have to see the movie if you haven't seen it. What I find particular really beautiful. Beside the natural beauty that you see on screen, it's the character changement and character development between Frank and Lily especially. They get really closer together. At the beginning, Frank is on his way and Lily is on her way. You really see a changement up until the end that they end up eventually together. And it's nice to see how this is played out with all the problems and the conflicts, and she's being from London, this European advanced for the time city. He living there and being in the jungle, it's his home. Also seeing all the secrets that anyone keeps. Very good funny thing that I noticed only thanks because I saw the world premiere like a week ago or something like this, and they were saying actually that the actual skipper on the attraction, they used to tell jokes, and you really get to see this. Frank tells jokes at the beginning when he's with clients on the river. The jokes but it's really funny because the jokes that he says, I really could connect the attraction, the skipper on the attraction, and the jokes that they do with jokes that Frank is doing. And also here and there, you see this especially at the beginning and also at the end, this playing with words by doing jokes. So that's something that's really funny, and it's even more fun when you can connect that that's actually something that's really happening on the attraction Jungle Cruise. Set design, the set decoration is, as every Disney movie you can imagine, it's really brilliant. Especially the part where they are in Porto Velho, if I remember correctly, where everything, the adventure starts. It is really, you get really sucked in. There are so much objects and just artifacts and everything from this era, from the 16th century in the Amazon, that it's just magic. The only down point that in my opinion, if I have to give one down point or just something not perfect, I would say it's regarding the CGI, the VFX for the Jaguar. It is done very great, very well, but in my opinion, since the whole, you get so immersed in the place, from the nature, from the river, the set design, the set decoration, the costumes, everything, it's so real that seeing this Jaguar, you see it is not real. And so maybe for somebody else that it's not so, that doesn't pay so much attention to this, I saw it really fast. Of course, the CG, it's great how, let's say, this CGI Jaguar acts, and also all the other character that interact with this Jaguar. It's great, but it's just the appearance. So what, I don't know, it comes to mind to me for the Revenant, that they had the scene with Leonardo DiCaprio where he was attacked by a bear. He was actually attacked by a dog. So the movement, everything, it's real, and then they replace it. I don't know how they did it, but they replaced it with an actual bear, then beer in post-production. So probably something like a green screen for the dog, and then they tried to re-emulate or do the same movement and action to the beer and then replace this. I understand it's more complicated, but it would actually probably have seemed more real. That's just the only thing that I would say. Everything else, it's really brilliant. It's awesome. It's an awesome experience. It's an awesome movie about this wonderful trip in the Amazon, and you see these different characters and different parties that are competing to get there. So That's my review for Jungle Cruise. Highly advise it again to go watch it in a movie theater. If you really cannot watch it on TV in your living room. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment below what you think about the review or about the movie Jungle Cruise, and I see you in the next one. Bye.